Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to Vintage Story. Thank you for joining me today and continuing to show your support for the series. If you do enjoy this episode, please leave a like and a comment, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. So I haven't done any of this building on camera so far because it's been a bit of a struggle trying to get all the resources. However, I have now finished the build. It's come, well, it's not totally finished, I'll take you around it now, but it's come a long way. I've managed to get a lot of the different wood types that I've needed. So you can see we've got kapok here, or kapok, I'm not sure how you say that. We've got some birch there, we've got a ton of oak, and there's a couple of things we need to do to finish it off. So first of all, inside, well actually no, I'll go out to my chest monster here, which has been readily growing, and I think there's a couple of empty ones here that we can grab. So we can get our first little bit of indoor storage, and we'll bring these inside, put one there and one there for now. So you can see in here we've got a nice little fireplace here. We'll be able to put a fire pit here. I'm not sure if it will be too hot and start burning this though, so we'll have to have a look at that, and we may change the floor out if we need to. I'll take you downstairs first of all into the cellar here. Now this is still all unlit because I haven't been able to get any permanent methods of lighting yet. I'm going to have a look at lanterns probably during today's episode, but we'll have a look. We'll see how difficult it is. We've got another little fireplace down here as well, and this is all slabbed so that if there is a temporal storm, I can come down here and be safe down there. We can just lock it off like that. And then if we come upstairs around here, we can see this area up here. You can see there's still a few holes in the roof, but I've also got, oh, I need to turn immersive mouse off now. There we go. So now I've got a couple of wooden fences I want to put in. Just there like that. I want to put the kapok wood and a stair. That will be one, oops, two. We'll have a stair there, so we need another kapok slab because that will come up to here, and that will just be a nice little way you can see out of the window here. I'll also put the fences in for the windows. I've got a window at the front here, no window at the back, but that's okay. And now I want to go onto the roof because I've got some stuff to do up there to finish off the roof. I've got my temporary ladder here, heading up. And here you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 little bits of roof which aren't fully done yet. So we're going to put 4 birch stairs, 4 birch planks into there, and again that's going to look a little bit weird, and so is, wow, frame rate issues, wow. And then these two are looking a little bit weird as well, and that is why I built my first chisel. Now this is the first of many chisels we're going to use during this series, and to use this I'm not exactly too sure. I've only used this in creative, so it might be completely different in this. But it is a bit different, wow, okay. So let's see if we can work out how to do this. Do we use a chisel on it like that? No. Let's take this back downstairs and we will see exactly what we can do. So, you don't right click on it. Does it have to actually be a full block? Because in creative you can use it on stairs as well. No. Okay, let me read up on how to do this and we'll get back to you. So apparently there is a setting on the server that needs to be changed before chiseling is enabled, so we can't quite do that at the moment. That's really annoying. So we can get on with a couple more things before Nathan gets back from work and he can actually sort that out. He's the server administrator, so we're going to need to wait for a little bit for that. So I got the capox slab we can put onto there. So now we've got a nice little way to see out of the slats before we can get some glass in. Now down here I'm going to put a wood pile up there. In fact, I've got a load of firewood because I wasted a whole stack of wood, of oak wood, because I didn't realise you had to oh no, I don't want it that way. Let's take it out like that. Oh damn it, I wanted it the other way actually. How well, I wanted them resting up against the fire, but we can have it like that. And then another few on there. Empty it up on there. Yeah, because I want them different sizes. Yeah, I must have had this going the opposite direction on my creative world, because these were all kind of stacked up down in a line like that, and it looked really good. But we've got a little bit of firewood there now. One of the next things I want to do is make some shelves. I think I'm going to make 3 of those. And I'll have a shelf there, just above the fire pit. I will have a shelf just above the chest there. Well, actually no, I'm going to need one more, because I want 2 either side of my bed. I'm also going to need a couple more chests. So if I come back out, pretty sure these top 2 are still empty. Yep. I've done a little bit of consolidating down on what we have. Managed to put stacks upon stacks in the different chests that we have. So I want one chest there and one chest there, and then my bed will go here, and then a shelf and a shelf. Up here I'm also going to want is it, I thought it was like that for a tool rack. Let's have a look at the wiki, the in-game wiki, and we can just go to tool rack, click on this. Oh right, okay, yep, got it. So we want how many of these? I'm going to want 3 immediately, but we'll probably want a lot more of those. So put one of those on there, come back down, put one either side of the door. We're going to have a table and chairs just here. We can make those out of this, out of birch. So we'll have the wooden table, and we'll have that just there. And then is the chair the obvious recipe? No, it's not. Is it the other obvious recipe? Nope. I will find out the recipe for that. Because it's getting dark, starting to get dark, I want to do everything I want to do out here first. So one of the last things I actually want to put into this place before I'm going to call it more or less finished, apart from the chiseling work I want to do on it, is we're going to put a labelled chest down there. I'm going to run back to the house pretty quickly and grab a piece of charcoal, and we're going to put my mailbox up. So in here is just a total mess of chests at the moment. Chests and moulds and ingot moulds and the forge. We've got 2 forges, we've got one there and one there that we found in different ruins. But yeah, people have been going off on excursions and coming back, dropping everything in here. And down here, this is our community storm cellar. We have a ridiculous amount of peat bricks and firewood, and we've got this bed here. But this goes back, I don't know if you can see through how far that goes back. All of that peat. That's crazy. I'm sure it's not crazy for some people watching this. You'll think, oh, it's not much. You'll need a lot more than that. I'm sure I will. And I'm sure we will have a lot more eventually. But yeah, it's a lot more than I'm used to. So we will come back to here. We will eat a little bit because I'm getting very, very hungry. I have increased the gamma a little bit It's usually on 220. I've pushed it up to 270. I'm thinking it's a little bit bright, so I'm going to probably push it back down to about 250. But I wanted to be able to record at night, because otherwise you're kind of stopping and starting too much throughout your recording session. Every 23 minutes you have to stop recording for 23 minutes. Yeah, not too good. So we'll put Apache's a mailbox on to there, and now we have somewhere where people can leave donations, little messages, stuff they don't need, and yeah, we can actually start getting a mailbox system sorted. I'm hoping that other people will do this as well, put a labelled chest outside their little starter house or wherever they're living, and do that. I think the first thing I'm going to do is put back some coal into there, and I think now I'm going to log off for a while until Nathan gets back and we can get this chiselling sorted, because I really want to show you the roof as it is finished, and then we can actually call the starting base. Apart from a bed, I'm going to have to get a bed in there, so we'll build up a bed and we'll get the starter base completely done. So the settings have been changed, the server has been restarted, and now we can actually get to some chiselling. So if we come back up onto the roof, this is just really basic simple stuff. It's essentially, what's this one? Oh, those are oak planks. I'm not supposed to have oak planks there. I'm supposed to have, what is it? Birch planks there. So I think there is spare birch planks just inside. Let's come up here. Yeah, and it's just to get the edges of the roof just in line with where they're supposed to be. Because in this game there's no... like in Minecraft, if you put a stair facing one way and then a stair facing another right next to it, typical, I've done this one as well, in the wrong style, then they will connect together. However, in this, they don't. So you have to right click with that. If you press F, then you can go to 1x1, 2x2, 4x4, 8x8, rotate the block, flip the block, and set the name of the block. We are currently on 8x8, and if we take that corner out there, you can see it just creates a simple inward stair like that. And so we're going to have to do that, and I need one more piece of birch plank. While I'm here, I'll just do these ones as well. It does change the texture a little bit, and we will do those like that. Come back down. Do I have any more birch? Yes, I do. Excellent. Oh, we've still got thunder somewhere. Actually, no. Let's head back up to the roof. And let's put this one into there. And chisel, take that out, and done. So now we can come back down, and that is the whole of this house on the outside done. Apart from, there are a couple of little things that I do want to do, and this is going to take some time because I want to grab some granite cobblestone. I want to place it onto there. I want to take the chisel, and we'll take off those bits. We will come down to a 4x4, and we will take off the top layer here and the outside of it like that, and then we'll come down to a 2x2. We'll do exactly the same, but easier to do it like this. I think if I press Alt, we can just take it off like that. We need to take these bits off, and then we can go those for there. Now, do I like that? It's not quite as good as I thought it would be. I don't think I really have much else I can put on there. Unless we can make some shale blocks. So I think I've got shale stones here. Put those back in there. Now, is shale stones, can you do this at all? Need a couple more. So I'm still learning recipes, so I don't know if this is going to work. No, it's not. Okay. We'll have to try something else, because that looks a little bit strange. Because usually I have these little nubs on the end of the wood. Usually in Minecraft it's a stone button, but I don't really think I have much in here that would work. So I'm going to have to go out and grab some stone or something that might work, and we'll test various different materials to see what looks best. So we tried with the granite cobblestone and that didn't look too good, and then I went for the shale cobblestone and it still doesn't look too good, so the cobblestone textures don't work. However, then I tried shale sand and that is pretty much perfect for what I want. So we're going to head over, I think down south here, just by this lake here, we have a big collection there of shale sand by the looks of it. And I hope I can get there before nightfall. Not too sure when nightfall is. But yeah, the sun's going down, but we should be okay. I've got a load of blue clay here, and then we have shale sand just here. So I'm going to take some of this out, and I think because this is fairly close to base, we may end up coming back here and filling this up with something else later on, just so that we're not spoiling the area fully around us. But I don't exactly know how many of these I need, so I'm just going to take a fair few for now. And we won't let the lake out. There you go, 37, that should be okay for now. 38, there you go. And now let's head back. So now that we're back here and we're racing against the light, we need to take these off. Now I don't particularly want these at all, so instead of taking them down and just storing them somewhere, I'm just going to destroy the block completely by taking these last 4 pieces out, and you basically chisel the block down to nothing. And now the other thing is the shale sand, you put it on and it just falls. It is a gravity block. However, if you right click on it with a chisel, you can then pick it up with a pickaxe. You see it doesn't stack anymore with the other bits. And you place it on and it just sticks. So I've got to go around and do this on all of these different sticky out bits and the ones on top. And I'll take these ladders down, and then that will be the starter home completed. So now that I've gone around and put all of these little nubs on the end of the trunks here, it does look a lot better. I think it adds quite a huge amount to the build if you just add on these little details. So that and the little bits on the roof, I think that's all the chiselling that I'm going to do on this house for now. I still need to put a bed inside and a couple of little chests and stuff upstairs, but other than that, that is this house done. The next thing I want to do is to try and sort out my chest monster here, because this is just going to grow. I'm just going to need more and more and more space. So I think just to the side here, I'm going to mark out a spot, and I want this a fairly specific size, and I want it a little bit further away from the house and a little bit further back, I think. In fact, maybe this spot here will be the first spot. And I want this to come back by 13. So I actually want this to come down to there. And now we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. And then this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So that we should just be able to turn into a 13 by 13 spot. And now that this is dug out, we can fill this around the edge with the cobblestone here. Granite cobblestone. We've got a lot of this, that's why I'm using the granite cobblestone on the edges here. And the reason why this is going to be a 13 by 13 is because the centre of this is eventually going to be my charcoal pit as a 11 by 11 by 11. But until then, we can, well, and even when it is, we can use the top of it and put a little house on the top of it. So I'm going to fill in the centre of this with cob. Very ubiquitous block, very easy to make, and it gives this quite nice texture which isn't going to grass over. And that's what I want on this. I want this to be like a small little warehouse where I can just fill it with chests, and it can be my at least early to early mid game storage. We can put a load of labelled chests in there and actually start sorting our equipment out, because at the moment everything is all over the place and it's difficult to know in which chest it is. So if I can just look at the side of a chest, and it'll say exactly what's supposed to be in there. So let me fill this in and we will get on with a little bit of a building I want to do on the top of here. So in the front of this I want to put some fences, and these are using oak fences here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and I'm just get an axe. I think I want, how is it, 6 I think along here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. Yeah, that'll do. And we'll chop some of this down as well, just so we've got a bit of a clear patch in front. I think that's okay. And then we want 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that is where our walls are going to be. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I want that one there. And then we'll bring this all the way to the back. And we'll come up here. Keep forgetting these only stack in 16s. And then along from there, we'll bring this all the way over. Wow, it's slow doing it this way. I think I realised quite how slow this is compared to other games I've played in the past. You'll have to let me know down in the comment section, do you mind me referring back to Minecraft with this? Because that is pretty much my experience of voxel games and playing on multiplayer servers as well. And a lot of the building styles I've got are from there, and a lot of the building mechanics that I know are from there. And I think because this game is largely based on techno permacraft, I think it should be okay, but I just kind of want to get your guys' approval of it as well. This is a brand new community that I'm coming into with Vintage Story, so I want to make sure that I'm not kind of crossing any lines and comparing the two games too much. You have to let me know. So now the basic structure of the columns are up, we can put the cobblestone in. I want a 1 wide door, so we're going to put that there and that there, which will be the centre. And we'll bring all of this around. And this is going to be basically floor to ceiling of chests. It's not going to be pretty, or too pretty at least. So we can close that, and then up here. Now I'm not too sure how the roof goes on this. I know how the roof goes, but it's going to be a bit awkward to put the roof on camera. So it's very, very fiddly playing with the different slab configurations in this game. It takes a long time to work out exactly where you need to click to make it face the right way, or to face the way that you want it to face. So I'll do that off camera and show you the finished result. And so there we go, there is the little storage shed finished with all of the little nubs on the end of the logs as well in chisel. That's all the way around, so I'll just take you around the sides and the back. A very, very simple design so you can see how it works. And then inside, come back round to the front, inside we've got plenty of space in here to put up a load of chests around the edge. So if we grab our saw, chop a load of pine down into boards, we've got a load of wood here. We can make 32 chests, and then if we put those in with these, we can make at least 20 of the labelled chests. Now we can just start putting these down. So there is 10 on this side. I think I'll do the 20 on this side first, and then we can go over and collect up all of the stuff in the chest monster over here, over the other side of the house, and move all of that stuff into those chests, label them up, and put the other side of the wall in as well. And that'll be good. I'll do that between episodes because that's going to take a long time. So just at the end of today's episode, there's a couple of things I do want to do. In here, let's see what first of all. Oh yes, I'm trying to gather up a load of birch logs. The birch trees don't seem to be dropping saplings. I've cut down about, I don't know, 20 trees, and I've only got 3 saplings so far. So, and I have been using the shears on them as well, but they don't grow up very tall. So if there's any tips on growing nice large birch trees, let me know down in the comment section. Also, one thing I did want to say at the very, very end of this video is that on this server we are looking at creating a bit more than just your average multiplayer server. So one of the things we want to do is bring in some other blocks that we don't usually have access to in survival mode. And one of those blocks is the chimney pot. You can see in here I have a chimney pot lit. Now usually you can only create these as the unlit versions. However, we have decided that if, as a server shop, if we bring a unlit chimney to the server shop with a stack of logs or a stack of firewood, that's acacia. I don't really want to burn the acacia, so I will grab some pine, and if I cut this down, that will give me a full stack of firewood there. And so we basically take an unlit version of this with a load of firewood, and we can get a lit version, which is one of these. And these actually have the smoke particles as well. So what I'm going to do is, I've already got this. I was talking to Nathan about it last night, and that's what we've decided on doing. And there's a lot of these different type of things as well. There's a lot of stuff which is available in creative mode which isn't available in survival yet, but will be brought in within the future. And as soon as it's within survival, we won't need the server shop anymore, and we can set up just regular player shops. But until then, I'm going to just let these despawn there, and that will be essentially my payment for this lit one, because it's being paid to the server shop. It's not really being paid to anyone. It's just to signify that we're doing something different than just grabbing one from creative, I suppose. It's to make it a little bit more realistic, because usually you would think that if you put firewood with an unlit chimney, then you'd get a lit chimney. It seems to make sense. So we'll put that on there, and we'll come back down to the bottom here. Might actually take these ones down now because I don't need the ladders. And we will take a few steps back and see. I need to cut down there. I need to mow the lawn around here as well. But there is our 2 buildings. That's brilliant. That gives us a really good opportunity to start resource gathering en masse. And then at the start of next episode, I will be looking at the economy on this server and talking about what kind of shops we're going to open up, what kind of professions we're going to have, and where I want the season to go from there. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.